Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Drop of Plays YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, September 19th, and I'm back breaking down a few more plays in the MLB for Thursday night. We're going to start with a matchup between the New York Yankees and the Seattle Mariners. And for the best play of the day, we're going to be looking at the Washington Nationals going up against the Chicago Cubs. 4 more player props, with the 2 best player props being towards the end of the video. Hope everybody enjoys their Thursday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, here's the recap from Wednesday night. Currently 0-2 with 1 not playable. O'Neal Cruz still dealing with that ankle injury. Thought he'd be back in the lineup. Is not. Christian Walker over 1.5 bases. Single in his first at-bat. Nothing after that against Austin Gomer and the Rockies. Mets and Nats under 4 runs. Nats did their job. Jose Quintana did his job. TJ Hurts in the bottom of the 9th inning says, how about a 9 spot for the New York Mets? So shout out to that guy in the chat who took the Mets money line. I don't know. Did the Guardians win tonight? I think it was 2-2 bottom 9 last time I checked. So hopefully, whoever commented, they won the parlay they took. Mets, I'm sure, are going to win that game. It's 9-0 in the top of the 6th inning. And then the other plays, Pirates money line, pitching change, plus 176 in the money line, 2-4 currently in the 5th inning. Nestor Cortez has not started yet, over 1.5 runs against the Mariners. And then Starling Marte, last time I checked, had only a single in that bottom of the 4th for the Mets. So he still needs one more hit for that one to cash. Here's an updated leaderboard. 0-1 of the player props, what it should say. Still 19 games above 500 since the All-Star break, but we have been slipping a little bit over the last couple of days. We got to get back on track. We're going to start with the Mariners going up against the Yankees. I learned my lesson not to take any more unders between these two teams because the Yankees, they'll just put up 10 runs by themselves. So instead, I'm going to take the Yankees here on the run line minus 1.5 as the play. I really love the pitching matchup we have in this game. And even though Logan Gilbert, who is going to be on the mound for the Mariners, on the other side has been decent on the season, he has struggled over the last 5 games. I don't think he's going to be able to shut down the Yankees in this one. He has given up over 4 runs in 3 of the last 5 games, and he has given up 3+ runs in 4 of the last 6 games as well. His numbers on the season, they have been good. 3.24 ERA, 0.89 whip, but I'm just going off of what we've seen over the last 5 games. He's been struggling. He also hasn't been going up against good teams. He's faced off against the Rangers, Cardinals, and the Athletics over the last 3 games, giving up a total of 10 runs in those 3 games. The Mariners are also one of the worst hitting teams in baseball. Man, you could call them the worst hitting team in baseball. And the Yankees have what I can debate is their best arm on the mound in this game, Clark Schmidt. He was dealing with a lot of injuries earlier this season, but he's now back in this rotation. He's made 2 starts since coming back from his injury. They've both been good against the Cubs and the Red Sox. He's coming into this game with a 2.41 ERA and a 1.13 whip, only giving up 19 runs in the 13 games he's been in. If we're counting games before his injury, he's now gone 7 consecutive games, giving up 2 runs or less, and I don't think that's going to slow down going up against the Mariners. I'm just looking for 5 or 6 innings out of Clark, scoreless baseball. He's done that a couple times over the last couple starts, and then we're just going to need Logan Gilbert to continue struggling going up against one of the better hitting teams in baseball. Give me the Yankees here on the run line, minus 1.5 as the play. For the player prop on the screen, we have Logan Gilbert, who is a right-handed pitcher, going up against Aaron Judge, who's been hitting the ball very well over the last couple weeks. I don't like just a constantly use Aaron Judge, but he has cashed for us 3 consecutive times over the last week, so I'm just going to take him in this game over 1.5 bases. He has been really good at the plate over the last couple of weeks. He's one of the best hitters in baseball going up against right-handed pitching, and he's been getting it done early for us in these games. Over 1.5 bases. He's had a grand slam. He had another home run against the Red Sox. He had a couple doubles against the Mariners last night. This guy has so much power. He's just an overall great hitter, one of the best hitters in baseball. And Logan, he's coming into this game giving up 28 hits over the last 6 games. He has been very hittable over the last few games. So give me Aaron Judge here to stay hot at the plate. Over 1.5 bases as the play. For the best play of the day, a little dose of the Washington Nationals to get us right going up against the Cubs. Usually, I take the Cubs here. First 5 -1/2 every single time, or even on the run line, minus 1.5, but that's not the case today. We're taking the over team total, 4.5 runs. Anytime that we see Patrick Corbin on the mound, it's usually a good idea to attack him, even though he has been decent over the last 5 games, and decent for Patrick Corbin is giving up 11 runs over the last 5 games. The most surprising part, though, has been he's only given up a total of 4 runs in 4 of those 5 games. He gave up 7 runs to the Pirates. So technically, I could say Patrick Corbin has had 4 quality starts over the last 5 games, but he did that going up against the Marlins twice, the Rockies once, and then the shocker, the New York Yankees. He didn't allow any runs, only gave up 2 hits going 6 innings. He's still coming in this game. Really bad numbers. 5.45 ERA, 1.49 whip. And the Chicago Cubs, they've got to basically try to run the table if they want to get into the postseason. This is a game that they cannot lose. They really need to just sweep the Nationals in this series. If you were looking for a side, obviously I think I'd take the Cubs here, minus 1.5 on the run line. They're going to have Javier Assad on the mound. He's been pretty good on the season, 3.27 ERA, but he has been beaten up quite a bit over the last 4 games, giving up 3+ runs in 3 of the last 4 games. That's kind of why I didn't take the Cubs here. I went with the team total. He hasn't been pitching well enough for me to back the Cubs, but Patrick Corbin, I know who he is. I know what he's about. He's about giving up runs. Give me the team total here for the Cubs. Over 4.5 runs as the play. For the player prop on the screen, we're taking Ian Happ over 1.5 bases going up against Patrick Corbin. Ian Happ, I believe, on Tuesday night going up against the Athletics had himself 2 of the 3 total runs that the Cubs scored, having 2 solo home runs, 1 to right field, 1 to left field. That might have been a Monday night. I believe he also did that going up against a right-handed pitcher and a left-handed pitcher, having some opposite field power on the last one to left field. Ian Happ on the season, he's not faced off against a lot of left-handed pitching, but he does have a slug percentage over 450 on both sides of the plate as a switch hitter this season. He does have 25 home runs, 7 going up against lefties with only 128 at-bats. He's been excellent for the Cubs since the All-Star break. I like him to get the best of Patrick Corbin over 1.5 bases as the play there. For the best props of the day, we're going to be looking at the Guardians going up against the Minnesota Twins. I'm going to go with Jose Ramirez here. Over 1.5 bases going up against Simeon Woods Richardson and the Minnesota Twins. Starting with the numbers for SWR. He's been bad over the last several games for the Twins. On the season, he's been just all right. His numbers coming into this game, 4.08 ERA, 1.25 whip. But over the last 4 games, he's been getting beaten up, giving up a lot of hits and a lot of runs, not going very deep in these games. He's only been able to go a total of 15 and a third inning over the last 4 games, giving up a total of 17 hits and 12 runs. He's also had a lot of control problems over the last several games, giving up 2+ walks in 6 consecutive games. And if he makes a mistake in this game going up against Jose Ramirez, that's going to be a problem that'll probably lead to a home run. The pitches that we're going to be seeing in this game for Jose, fastball and changeup. We see those about 60% of the time. Going up against the Heat, he has a 306 batting average. He has a slug percentage well over 500 and a run value of +15. Going up against that changeup, 261 batting average on the season. Going up against right-handed pitching, 43 extra base hits, 247 batting average. This is a really good matchup for Jose Ramirez, especially with the way Simeon's been struggling with his command. Give me the over here, 1.5 bases. He's going to make a mistake to Jose. For the pitching prop, we're going to go maybe to one of the worst starting pitchers in baseball. And usually I wouldn't mutter those kind of words unless I was talking about Patrick Corbin or Miles McCollum. But Tyshawn Walker, he got a contract with the Phillies because he found a way to get double-digit wins in back-to-back seasons. Wins, they speak for themselves, I guess. So if you get wins, I guess it leads to getting paid in Major League Baseball. But he hasn't been good over the last several years. In those 2 seasons, the first one with the Mets and the other one with the Phillies, he got 12 wins in 2022, 15 wins in 2023. He only lost a total of 11 games in both of those seasons combined. So obviously the Phillies were interested in bringing him in this year. He rewarded them by giving them a 6.29 ERA and a 1.63 whip. I also wanted to show why I think he's been bad for 3 consecutive seasons, because he has had double-digit wins, so good for him. But in 2 consecutive years, his ERA, 3.49 in 2022. In 2023, it was 4.38. He's been giving up a lot of runs, but being on that Phillies team and the Mets 2 seasons ago, they probably gave him a lot of run support why he got all those wins. In this game, the Mets, they need to win this series. They need to win this series in a big way. They need to sweep the Phillies here. This team is a good team. I believe that, but it's going to be a lot of trouble with Lindor out of that lineup. I think he's going to be coming back on Friday is what they said, so he's not going to be in the lineup for Thursday. The Mets as a team, they are pretty good against right-handed pitching, 244 batting average. This team also loves to hit the sinker. They have 13 players that have played at the MLB level this season that have a 0 or plus run value going up against that pitch. We are going to see that pitch the most in this game. And on the season, Tyshawn Walker throwing that pitch, he's given up a batting average of 374 to opposing teams. I hope he throws it every single time. I'm going to take the Mets here to put up a big number. Give me his over 2.5 runs as the play. Let's go over to the recap graphic. We're taking the Yankees minus 1.5 on the run line. Aaron Judge over 1.5 base against the Mariners. Ian Happ over 1.5 bases against the Nats. Cubs team total over 4.5 runs. Jose Ramirez over 1.5 bases. And then Tyshawn Walker over 2.5 runs against the Mets. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Thursday, September 19th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.